Okay, hello everyone. Sorry for being a bit late. I had to deal with some stuff real quick. But hey, I have everything ready now. So sorry about that. But that aside, welcome back to more NieR, where we apparently are going to replay the whole game again. Probably not the whole game, but probably a big chunk of it. I honestly don't know how much this is going to entail because I don't really know how long this whole kind of thing is going to be, but I'm sure it's gonna be a whole trip and very enjoyable. And also we have to check those files that I didn't read last time. Can't forget that. Because good god, I'm gonna get frustrated with myself if I don't catch up to the freaking lore of this thing. Hi Shaves, what's up? Why are you saying oh boy? Save. I'm gonna wait the rest of the endings. I'm gonna do my best at getting as much content as I can from this game. I don't know if I'm gonna get every ending, but I'm gonna try to get a few at least. So yeah, hopefully that works out. I'll do that. We might as well get started already. Not much more reason to dilly-dally. So give me just a second to open the game. There we go. Let's go, lore. Why the fuck is this not in full screen? Give me a second. Options. Game settings. Screen. It's supposed to be on full screen. There we go. Now it's on full screen. Doesn't seem like the chat is showing. Ah, damn it. Give me a second. Yeah, for some reason, Streamlabs is being very weird today. It isn't letting me access my stuff. So yeah, that's a bit of a problem. And I don't think I can fix that at the moment. I really don't know why the freak it decided to suddenly stop working. Ah well. Stream elements. Okay, give me. I'm gonna log out, log in. Sorry about this. Ugh, I need to. Skip. Nah, it still doesn't seem to be working properly. Weird. Don't know why, but oh well. Can't really do anything about it now, so... I guess we just have to make do with what they have. Sorry! I'll try to fix it by next time. Okay. Come on, load faster. I need this. I need the lore. Give me the lore. No, seriously, come on. There we go. F.
Such an ominous sight. And yet I find it strangely and now...
Doo-doo-doo. Speedrun, boys. Okay.
Why the hell? I believe. Yes, I feel.
Why you?
Because of black disease. By separating body from soul.
That you. Well then, it seems the way is open.
Oh no! Oh man!
Hey, this even if... Nope, no.
Devil, what's happening?
Sorry, this fate was predetermined. Still, we spoke to truth. We really wanted to avoid this if possible. We were hoping to put it off for 100 years or so. Until the next generation came along.
What are you talking about?
Are they shades?
I don't think so.
It's a lie. I don't believe it.
Come on, just give me the lore, girls.
Why do you block our path?
You have no cause to speak so with us, Grimoire Vice. You are a traitor.
There we go.
They copied my powers.
Shit on a shingle. They can use the sealed verses.
Of course we can. The power came from us in the first place. You were simply loaned a small portion of it.
Vice, are you all right? Tevela, Popola, why are you guys doing this? Why are you siding with the Shades?
The trap. Ow. I don't really care about healing items since I'm gonna be loading off this after this. There we go. Okay. Is it now in my notes or is it... No.
Evola and Popola are fighting us.
Yes, they do seem to be putting us through a great deal of...
You okay, Vice?
How odd. For long years, my mind and tongue have been my greatest assets. But now the latter seems to be... Hell,
Vice?
do not look at me like that. I am Grimoire Weiss. I am perfectly...
Let's go.
I think I hear a waltz.
It certainly is a grand affair.
Bunch of dancing bastards.
They're all shades.
I think we're locked in!
It's not like I was planning to leave.
God, okay.
Yeah, it's a bit late for that.
No, I need this one. No, not... God damn it. Come on. Fuck you. Come back here. Come on. I don't have time for all this. Ah, I can team it up, really?
Damn it! It won't stop coming!
I'll open the next door. Cover me.
Oh, how I do love a good
Fire!
Right. Protect the hussy, yes? Good plan. Let's go.
Kaine for us!
Come on. Oh, come on.
Kaine! Hurry!
It's not open yet?
Do I look like a goddamn locksmith to you?
Yes!
No, you idiot. What are you doing?
Lock doesn't want to open? Fine. I'll just break it down.
Stop, you impatient fool.
Ugh. There we go.
Are they? Oh, these things are freaking me out! Kaine! What's wrong?
We need to help Kaine! We need to help Kaine!
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, but we got problems.
Yes, now we have to kill the fucking thing.
We don't need forgiveness, asshole.
Kaine?
Come here.
How should I know?
Kaine, are you alright?
I'm fine. Let's just kill some shit and move on, alright? Damn it! How can something so big be so fast?
Come on.
Brace yourself against the shock.
There we go. Fuck that one. Time to fight this one. Oh, they gave me an achievement. Why? Yeah.
This thing?
That fog! Oh no! We can't stop now. Damn it.
Stay focused, Kaine. Don't fall victim to such distractions.
Come on! We have to keep going! Let's go!
逃げるんだよー。
This way! Move!
Come on, grab the thing.
Up here!
Run!
Can we deal with this thing?
Run!
Please, hurry!
Okay, come on.
Damn it, I can't get it open!
Attack incoming!
The entrance is locked too!
It seems we are in a bit of a predicament.
Come here.
Strike the beast while it's down.
Hit the thing while it's down!
Now!
There we go.
出槌汗よい一旦ヒットだあらフェルアと試練地無責音いらこくかついて What are you doing here? サルリとシータとカイザムとキロだろう
You are correct.
いや新手三世体フルワリ割とでトラス感化し中で But あらフェルアと飛んだって切り動いたりアッフィア土佐地ちさったとトレンタカイザムチと Hey! My friend.
Dash. Come on, I just want those files, game. Just hand it to me. Por resto. Enough sadness for today.
Devil.
Oh, it hum to you then.
There are the files.
Vice.
All you
Wait.
so please are
Okay. Once I deal with these two, I'll...
you and us. We're the same. Tools in the hands of a master.
No. I'm nothing like you. Damn it.
There we go.
Please, don't do this, Popola! You and Devil were like parents to me!
Those two have watched the world wither from time immemorial. The coolness of such a place is difficult to imagine.
Let's see. Gluttony.
I don't want to do this! I don't want to fight her!
Stop bitching and start fighting. It's the only way.
Ow. Damn it. Damn it. There we go. Skip. Skip again. Skip. Okay. Now that we're finally in a peaceful place, let's take a look at this. Okay. CPU of water. Project Gestalt Report 0923. As noted in the previous report, implementation of Gestalt mode can prevent the white chlorination syndrome we recently experienced. Transfer the bodily information to civilization replicants is proceeding as planned, with the genes of the original safely stored inside. Our role as surveillance androids to prepare for when the incurable bacterial disease eventually dies out is also underway. So far, this is proceeding without issue. Observer 021, codename Popola. So yeah, Devil and Popola are androids. Interesting. So, okay. Implementation can prevent the white chlorination syndrome. Transfer of all this information to civilization repress replicants. Civilization repress replicants. I wonder what that means. Then 9. Okay. This document discusses potential strategies for the relapse case we have observed in recent years. The term relapse, of course, refers to the catastrophic loss of sentience in central gestalts. This syndrome has defied even our most pessimistic initial estimates and continues to trend upwards with disturbing speed. So the souls that are transferred to replicants slowly start losing their sentience, and that's how they become shades. With some relapsed gestalts beginning to attack replicants, there is an urgent need to take comprehensive action. We remain convinced that an unknown technological defect in the gestalt formation process is responsible for the condition, but so far have been unable to confirm this theory. Research of this condition is now our top priority and looks likely to continue for some time. Okay. Shorthand minutes of case 23. Emergency response conference. Committee special meeting. Issue. Observer training relapse not in discussed. Acceleration of restoration schedule approved. Report. Debate over using codename NieR for human restoration schedule. Report for launch wise the coding system for above. So were they trying to restore gestalts into human? And that's what the Shadow Lord and NieR wanted? To basically like collect the gestalt that have gone haywire? The coding system for above. What the coding system for NieR? Report order collection of guidance and release code for that alongside wise launch. Weird. Order collection of guidance and release code. Code NieR for human restoration schedule. Also, there's a third book there. Weird. What does this mean? Okay. So, debate over using codename NieR for human restoration. So I'm guessing that NieR was supposed to like turn shades back into proper gestalt, I guess. Advice was like a support for NieR at the coding system. Okay. Project Gestalt Report 11242. We have determined that the rise of relapses was due to an unexpected spike in the sentience of replicants. Oh, I see. So replicants were supposed to be like barely human, but then they started, but then as they started becoming more their own person, the gestalt inside them started becoming more unstable. As well as genetic instability within the original gestalt, since the original effect on bodies have undergone the gestalt process was not anticipated. The original's effect on bodies. Why would the original have effect on... Immediate action must be undertaken to identify the links between this strength and the original Gestalt along with its sister, to realize the relapse case known as Yona. The observer contact group is growing uneasy, so finding a solution to the relapse issue should be considered a priority. See other reports for more details. So weird. Okay. So this seems to be like, but that's a picture of her current outfit. Weird. Along with his sister, the relapse case known as Yona. So what I'm getting out of this is that NieR and Yona became completely sentient replicants, and thus the original gestalts that were inside them became rejected from their bodies, and that in turn affected the rest of the gestalts as well. Or something like that, is what I'm getting from this. And if I remember correctly... Okay. And NieR was collection of guidance and release code for NieR alongside Vice. So I'm guessing they... Okay, so I'm guessing that the scene that happened in the Winterway in the past was the original NieR and Yona in their gestalt while they were still normal gestalts. And I'm guessing they may have been sent out with the books to... I guess like the undo shades or something like that? If... I will have to look at the intro again, because it's been a while. But it's kinda like... It's kinda what it sounds like. So Yona NieR relapsed, and that's why we have the Shadow Lord, who is the original Gestalt, to be basically going fucking insane over trying to get his sister back, and also trying to fix all the shades. And that's why also NieR Popol and they are working with him, because the idea is to basically help the Shadow Lord, because they just help the Shadow Lord. I don't think they had the books in the intro though. They did though. Like the intro literally is about NieR grabbing the book and slowly unlocking more and more power. Basically, you literally get a taste of most spells during that during that intro. But yeah, that would explain pretty much everything. So like, Devil and Popular were basically helping the Shadow Lord find a way to become a stable Gestalt again, and for that they needed NieR to lose his sentience again, basically. Although it seems like Jonas' relapse might have had the biggest impact on NieR's relapse, which is why they were so obsessed with keeping her like that, I guess. But also, at the same time, that makes me wonder, like, because these NieR and these Yon are exactly the same like the ones in the past, but they're supposed to be descended from other people, like they have a father and mother. So, what does that mean for how this works exactly? But yeah. So most replicants are supposed to have Gestalt inside, but when their Gestalt goes insane, they become Shades. And that's what basically the Black Scroll is. It's you losing control of your own soul. Interesting. And all of this was apparently to protect from white chlorination syndrome. I don't know what kind of illness that would be. But yeah, I guess that's what they meant by civilization repressed replicants. The replicants were supposed to only work as vessels. And not as actual people. Transfer of bodily information. They say that the genes are safely stored inside. So are they just all like digitalized DNA or something? It's so weird. I mean, the replicants are androids because they can age, clearly, so... Relapse... Catastrophic, loss of sentience, discernment is the... Specific initial estimates and continue to trend upwards with the press. We need to attack replicants, there is an urgent need to comprehensive and remain convinced that unknown technological defect in the gestal transformation process is responsible for the condition. So yeah, basically they weren't able to properly store the DNA of the... Okay, they talked about the original having unstable DNA. So maybe that caused the process to to generate some sort of flaw, and that flaw then transmitted to the rest of the Atensa transformation. I guess that would make sense. Man, I'm sorry that this is just me blathering about fucking lore and shit, but I am genuinely fascinated by this shit. Man. Release code. But yeah, what I don't know if if this happened in the past or in our present. That's what I don't know exactly, because this could just be this, but no, because the books are just laying on a table, so I doubt this is when Vice was sealed. And also, why was Vice sealed? Like, I'm gonna need more endings to understand this. But before that, I have something else to do. Because I almost forgot that I have a diary with apparently backstory for NieR. So I should go check that out real quick. I don't know if it's in this save file or in the other save file, but I'm just gonna real quick walk back home. Ta-ra-ra-ra. Geronimo! Okay. Well, that's a shame. I wish there was a quick way down, but oh well. Nah, won't let me. Oh well. So sad. Doo-doo-doo. Man, this... I sometimes remember that this is supposed to be a spin-off of a different series, and I have to wonder how that actually connects together. Like, how does what is the correlation between this game and Drakengard? Because I'm honestly curious. Anyways, fuck y'all. I'm going down. Only the connection is the thing I know the most about the series, really. But yeah, I would really... Also, Spec, what are you doing here? I thought you didn't want to get spoiled about the game. But But yeah, it's kinda tempting me to try to do Drakengard at some point, although it's probably really old and janky. But hey, I'm actually kinda done with that mindset playing myself. Who fucking knows when I'll be honestly. Fair enough. Welcome to my streams then. Hope you enjoy. I'm glad to finally have you here. Although considering we'll probably start playing Ace Attorney soon, don't watch my Ace Attorney streams. Soon-ish, I guess. Okay, I mean, we know we are going to play those games because we're going to stream them. So, you know. You can't win it all, but it's fine because at least I have you here, which is double the people I usually have in this stream, because no one apparently cares about this game. To drag me away to play stuff at some point. Ah, I cry. From double to none. Okay, let's check if the diary is here, and if not, I'll try out kindness save file. Well, you will have to play to understand why there's a Yoko Taro child. But yeah, is this diary around here? Yes? Oh no.
I feel of course.
So the diary ain't here, so it has to be in kindness save file then. Okay. Let's go then. Do you know how many endings there are? I think there are at least 8. Maybe? I remember there being I remember there was a video that Joe uploaded of like the G ending or something like that.
I was reminded about something from my past.
Oh, so we're starting from here.
Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time. Anyway.
So we're starting from the 5-year gap, okay. I honestly expected we'll get to hear from the other shits we fought in the past, but I guess no. Kindness dreams, discrimination. Oh. The sound of the sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from huts. The villagers huddled inside in their homes and waited out the rain. Okay. A single child, however, had braved the downpour and was now wandering slowly towards the wooden, hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed for as long as any could remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that had survived a shipwreck. Those traits combined with pale white skin to give the face an almost sexless quality. If the big turns east, I go home. If he stays west, then I... The child blinked. Rain slowly dripped down the young one's short hair and began its long descent to the ground. Come on! Come on! The child felt a slight breeze and watched as the vein slowly creaked to life. Spinning this way and that for a moment, it finally settled with the big pointing firmly towards the east. East? Really? Where the vein could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as a hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no! They found me! A heartbreaking smile curved across the child's face. The stones continued their assault. To the rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder before a voice rang out. Yoo-hoo! Kaine! Yeah, I don't know if it's causing that I'm just in pain today and I'm just off. Yeah, sorry, it's a little stream. It's fine. I didn't even expect you to be here, so this is a great surprise. The voice belonged to Demo, worst of all the bullies in the area. Skyne struggled to stand. A final stone came skidding through the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from a cut above her eye and blurred her vision, but she could make out the shapes of Demo and his usual gang of idiots. The boy seemed taken aback for a moment by Kaine's seeming indifference to the blood dripping down her face, but quickly regained his bravado. What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet? Or did you finally decide to run away from home? Though she knew it was futile, Kaine turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Yeah, it was a great surprise because I wasn't expecting it. Like you even sent me you even said in the Discord like have fun playing, and so I was like, oh yeah, he won't be around as always. Though she knew it was futile, Kaine turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, Kaine knew this was not only the only eyes on her. Tormentor's parents was from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to this sensation. It was one she had experienced many times before. When some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of their children, many encouraged it openly. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, Kaine was something to be hated, and if possible destroyed. I didn't say you could leave, freak. Dimo's words chewed at her like a worm through an apple. He can't hurt me, she lied to herself. Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt... Oh look, the little freak's gonna cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead? Kaine prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. But if there were gods, they chose to ignore her, as Dimo crept ever closer. The clouds began to pour thin and the rain slowed. Even the weather hates me. I'm useless. A failure. I wish Dimo's rock had taken my head off. Kaine couldn't meet Dimo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The bully moved towards us until he was inches away. She could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. The boy grabbed Kaine's face with his fingers and yanked it outwards. She tried to turn away, but he forced her gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. Show me! No! You just say no? Dimo grinned evilly. You don't say no to me. No one says no to me. Not even taking his attention from Kaine, he called to his cohorts. Come on guys, let's give the freak what she deserves. As soon as Dimo finished, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kaine. Dimo paused, still grinning, as Kaine curled into a ball and tried to make the pain stop. I don't get you, freak. What's acting like a girl for, huh? Who knows what you really are? Kaine ignored the questions, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane. He continued to point east, as if supremely confident about the future he had chosen for her. Yeah, we're back to sudden reading time. Go home? Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to. Freak! Chanted the children. Freak, freak, freak! Kaine closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. The clutching hands of the little children closed around her. She went her mind to the sound of the rain, letting it become her world entire. The rain fell, but the pain never came. And when the laughter of her tormentors turned to terrified cries, did she tear open a single blood-caked eye. Kaine was shocked to see Dimo sprawl on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. She could see blood welling from spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. Oh my god, he's crying! He's actually crying! The pride of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves, waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. When no savior emerged, they began an uneasy shuffle away from Kaine. My young girl was the least of their concerns. Instead, their attention was trapped on the ancient woman, standing a few feet away. After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke in a voice thick with rage. Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Now I suggest you scatter before I throw another one. I see where Kaine learned her attitude. And if any of you little bastards are charged by Kaine again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it. The old woman crouched down and gently touched the hand Dimo was using to cover the wound. Before he could think to protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth. Ow! He screamed, leaping to his feet. Stop it! What are you doing? Quit whining! Ain't no one ever died from a scratch. You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch! A big one! That thing will kill me! The old woman shrugged. Death is the best cure for stupid! Dimo's face twisted with rage at her words, locking his eyes on Kaine. Just stepped backwards and spat on the ground. Get out! Leave this village! No one wants you here, either of you! Seeing the old woman grab another stone, Dimo and his companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh. Ha! Look at the fat boy go. Guess he's healthy enough to run from a fight. The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kaine. Kneeling down, she removed her shawl and placed it around the young girl's shoulders, then produced a cloth from the folds of her dress and began blotting out the blood on her forehead. "Oh, Kaine," she said. "Why did you fight back? You're stronger than that lot." The words of her grandmother stung Kaine, and she turned away. "Don't be nice to me," she said. "I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore." Her tears, held in check for so long, finally began to fall on the muddy ground below. "Everyone hates me. They think I cause bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead." As Kaine's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hands on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength, and Kaine found herself unable to turn away. "Don't talk like that, girl. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of this world and the next. I grant no mercy to any that attempt to cross the crossing. You have a duty to fight until your last breath. Understand?" The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice. "You know the pain of losing someone close to you, Kaine. You know because you survived it." As the words hit home, Kaine was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother, and when her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kaine called her, was cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence. The first few years together had not been easy, but each year that passed, Kaine and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood caking in her face, that Kaine truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all these things and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kaine's pain and loneliness, it was her. "Do I make you sick, Grandma?" "Course not, don't be an ass!" Kaine drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. But my body, it's not normal. If I was normal, the moment that wouldn't..." "Hush!" interrupted the grandma. "I'll not hear another word of this nonsense. You're my granddaughter, and I love you. And if folks have a problem with that, they can just go to hell." With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kaine's hair. The skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the stems or losing a single petal was remarkable, and the beauty of it made Kaine want to cry all over again. "Oh my gosh, these are lunar tears! Grandma, you made this for me?" Lunar tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without ever seeing one, yet her grandmother had somehow collected a dozen or more. Kaine reached up and touched the wreath, as if she couldn't believe it was real. Where did you find this?" "Just stumbled on it while I was out doing the shopping." The old woman turned away as she spoke, leading Kaine to suspect that search had been more difficult than she was letting on. The pains she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers used in its construction, made Kaine's heart hurt. She reached up and gently adjusted the wreath, admiring the way it fell between her fingers. Didn't quite turn out right," said her grandmother as she squinted at it. "These old hands have trouble with delicate work. It sure looks good on a pretty girl like you." Kaine blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty?" "Course you are. What a fool thing to say." Thank you, Grandma." Her grandmother smiled. "We're gonna be fine, you and me," she said. "That's why we got each other. We'll be just fine." Kaine took her grandmother's hand in hers, and the two of them struggled to their feet. As they began the long walk home, Kaine gripped the hand with all her might, trying to stop smoke from drifting away on the wind. The rain had stopped. Kaine stood beneath the weather vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. "I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me, and that's enough, even if it's us against the world." Kaine let her gaze drift up past the vane and into the cloudy sky. The last faint hints of rainbow were slowly fading. She turned and headed for home. The light scattered into a million particles of varnish, seemingly taken away on the breeze. Daily life. In the distance, Kaine heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood. The noise had a purposeful quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. The firewood being produced, however, was as far from a work of art as it could be. Pieces of every shape and size were being flung about a barren yard with vile abandon. Anyone trying to stack such food would probably die of frustration before the job was through. Stupid piece of shit axe! Kenneth's grandmother flayed away with the axe, filling the air with both splinters of food and words that would make the most hardened sailor blush. Grandma, called Kaine. Is you Kaine? Yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. Don't get too close, or I may take your goddamn foot off by mistake. She wrote the axe down on a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. One spun past Kaine close enough for her to hear the whistle, which point she decided to step back. Once she'd scuttled to a safe distance, she cuffed her hands around her mouth and shouted, Grandma! Do you need help? I can get you water, or lunch, or a new axe or something. The axe poised to strike another wobbly blow, pausing midair. The old one considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment and smiled. Tell you what, since I'm doing such a piece poor job of chopping, why don't you come here and take over so I can go get the water? Shakes has been restless lately, and I don't want you running into one of them bastards. Relinquishing the axe, her grandmother picked up a long pole with wooden buckets on either end. Getting water was by far the more difficult of the two jobs, but Kaine knew better than to complain. Once Grandma's vibe was set, there was no changing it. Kaine did her best to help with chores, but Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Kaine knew the real reason. She wanted her granddaughter to be taunted and harassed by the villagers. Once Kaine moved in, Grandma decided to take up residence a good distance from the area. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to villagers and her granddaughter. A rare were the days where any but the two of them could be found on the rocky acre of land they called home. To be fair, they have more space to themselves than any person in the area. Kaine enjoyed the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching her grandmother leave, Kaine turned her attention to the task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life, so discovered why the old woman hated the chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood. When she finally managed to connect with a solid stroke, the tool embedded itself in the log and refused to budge. Frustrated, Kaine swung the axe around her head and threw it, log and all, across the yard. Damn it! Oh crap! She suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt in a good curse. Happier now, she picked up the axe, forced it from the wood, and resumed chopping. She had natural skill with a blade, but the task was challenging. Razors soon began to form on her small pink hands. This is tough. My logs are all weird sizes. Spitting on her palms and ignoring the pain, Kaine redoubled her efforts. As she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Setting down her packets with a small sigh, she took one look at the logs and coughed a whistle laugh. Pretty clumsy, girl. You better practice if you... Grandmother suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. Eyes wide, Kaine dropped the axe onto her grandmother's side. Grandma! The old woman shook her head and pointed a trembling finger at the bucket. Get the bucket. Can't let it spill. Kaine steadied the bucket with a foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made a new home in the hem of her dress, but Kaine didn't notice. Grandma! Grandma, what's happening? Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandmother by the shoulders and shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and batted Kaine away. Stop that! Just stop! She cried, breathing heavily. It ain't like I'm dying. Just tired from the trip is all. Kaine desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the old woman's shaking hands and warm face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long hard life, and it seemed the bill was finally coming due. The time when her grandmother watched over Kaine was ending, sooner than either of them had feared. The positions would be reversed. The next morning, Kaine came to the end of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. Grandma, you're sick, and you need medicine. I'm going to the village. The old one shook her head and tried to rise, but Kaine gently pushed her down. It's alright, she said. I'll be fine. Her grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt steel. After what seemed like an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. Well, I don't like it, goddammit. But I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up. The old woman watched as Kaine strapped on her boots and made her way down the road to the village. My throat is starting to get a bit sore. Whoops. Hours later, as an unseen sun made its way across a dark green sky, she was still watching. Kaine moved at a brisk pace, checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure the money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade, or worse, Dimo his gang. But she encountered neither tormentors nor shades, and Kaine found herself at the entrance to the village. The few adults she could see glanced sideways at her, then muttered to each other behind raised hands before slinking away in the shadows. Her heart racing, Kaine took a series of rapid, shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong. She chanted those words to herself over and over as she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on a round, rotund older woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air, telling anyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Kaine's presence. Hey, lady, said Kaine with a rather cynical feel. Where's the apothecary? The woman's flabby cheeks shook in bewildered anger. How dare these things speak to me? They seemed to say, but Kaine saw that her eyes held a different emotion. Fear. Yeah, we're both scared, lady. Trust me on this one. Which way? Kaine repeated. The woman pointed at a small building to her right before hitching off her dress and stumbling off in the other direction. Kaine cringed, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. One was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary. The new emotion had little time to get root, but as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Timo. He'd clearly been sent here on some kind of family errand because his kind of followers was nowhere to be found. Oh my god, what are you doing here, freak? This was delivered without force, and Kaine happily ignored it. Stretching on tiptoes to see over the counter, she asked the shopkeeper for the medication. Ha! Back Dimo. The little bitch finally killed over? Go to hell, Dimo! The voice grew so wild he seemed ready to fall out of his head before he could let play a comeback or worse a punch. The apothecary told them to knock it off before he kicked them out of the store. Dimo slunk out of the shop, cursing Kaine under his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop while the other prepared her medication. Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with a label written in some undecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kaine a sense of peace. Surely in a world so vast there would be a place that she could call home. On the far wall, behind the counter, rested a portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture had once contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its cruel magic, and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. You like that picture? Kaine turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle but sad, and they seemed to stare through her into nothing as he spoke. That's my daughter. I sketched it when she was just a little girl. She's been dead a long time now. Kaine didn't know how to respond. She stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. Pictures are wonderful things, continued the shopkeeper. They let the ones closest to you live on forever. He shook his head slightly, then looked down at Kaine and smiled, handing her the medicine. Reaching to his sizable green apron, he produced a handful of old wax crayons. You should have this. There's no one left that I wish to draw. No. Kaine took an instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. Yes, I've heard the rumors about you, he said. It's a small village, and word travels quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe, but I still don't think they matter much. I know your grandmother, Kali. I think the way she was driven out of this town is just deplorable. Grandma's name is Kali? Thought Kaine suddenly. She was still mulling this new fact over her mind as she reached out and gently took the crayons from the apothecary's hands. Your grandmother is an old friend of mine, he said as Kaine scooted away yet again, and I owe her much. I wager she would like it if you drew a picture of her. Yes, I think she would like that very much. Kaine murmured a quiet agreement, but inside her heart was bursting. Never before had a villager treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was a tiny, almost imperceptible step, but a step nonetheless. With enough tiny steps, she might one day discover the rest of the world. When Kaine returned home, she found her grandmother asleep in her bed, her feet were blackened and raw, even bleeding a bit in places, leaving Kaine to think she had been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. She placed the medicine by her grandmother's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hand clasped around her arm. Back and ready, are you? Asked her grandmother with a yawn. Come here, let me have a look at you. Grandma sat up and examined Kaine from head to toe. Finally satisfied that nothing terrible had happened to her grandchild, she leaned back and allowed herself to relax. Well, how was it? Does bastards give you any trouble? It was kinda fun, said Kanye with a small smile. No, seriously, it was. Fun, eh? Asked her grandmother with a voice which implies she will leave anything but. Uh-huh. So anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know. As he spoke, Kanye removed the crayons from her pocket after a brief explanation of their source. She informed her grandmother that she was going to sketch her portrait. A portrait of me? Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at a wrinkle old crone. But Grandma, it would make you live forever. Horseshit, said her grandmother, throwing back at the sheet from her bed. Living forever would just piss me off. Now put those crayons away and help with dinner. But Kaine wouldn't relent, and in the end Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of their house, as if posing for a master artist. Kaine took out the crayons, eyed her subject carefully, and set to work. As her grandmother was about to nod off, Kaine finished the piece. After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and let it slowly drift to the floor. Ah, it's terrible. It doesn't look like you at all. I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought these crayons would, you know, make drawing easy or something. The old woman's eyes narrowed as her granddaughter's disappointment. Let me be the judge of that, she said, ignoring the pain in her back and reaching for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face. It could also have been a boulder, or a lump of clay, or an incredibly misshapen loaf of bread, all rendered in a chaotic array of colors. Oh, bless. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, then slowly wheezed out a laugh. Oh, Kaine, she said between laughter. You truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me, and I love it. But hush! I won't hear any more bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart, and I'll treasure it always. True to her word, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. Aww. In the days that followed, Kaine would often catch her staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face, an action she interpreted as silent, mocking laughter. A week later, Kaine could stand it no more and asked her grandmother to take the artwork down. Posh! Said the old woman. I'll take this down when they roll me in my shroud. She pondered this for a bit and turned to Kaine and dropped to one knee. Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before. And it makes me want to go on, so that someday you can feel the same happiness. It was a moment that burned itself in Kaine's memory, a perfect blend of pride and love and joy that came together to form a lifelong remembrance. She swore to never forget this moment, to never forget the old woman who had made her place in the world possible. Time moves on, people and memories move in and out of life like ghosts passing through a hole. But this moment will be different. Kaine swore, because I will remember it forever. Forever. Separation. And here we go. Kaine listened to the sound of crackling firewood and stared at the black object on her plate. She'd been pushing it around the wooden disc for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the bemused stare of her grandmother. Finally, she summoned her courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp bitter scent flew out her nostrils and met its home there, causing her face to twist with disgust. Grandma, I can't believe you invited me to eat this with a bug. The old one threw some more wood under the impulse and snorted. It's not a bug, you fool girl, it's a berry. Why the hell would I be feeding you bugs? Yeah, well, it sure looks like a bug, said Kaine. And I think it's bird or something because it smells terrible. With that, Kaine held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing as little as possible. Oh yeah, that's terrible, alright. Why, you little brat, laughed the old woman. Look at the sass on you, you've been spending too much time with me, and that's a fact. 5 years had passed since the moment when Kaine Karen's mother saved her from the police. As is often in the way with two stubborn people, the relationship had grown into fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurl abuse in equal manner. So the typical Mediterranean family, I see. Kaine could not remember a time when she had been happier. As the years went by, Kaine started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so this morning found Kaine lacing up her work boots with a breakfast of burnt berry rolling through her belly. Where are you going today? Asked the grandma suddenly. Kaine looked up surprised. The old woman rarely asked for specifics anymore. Well, I was going to check out the kelma trees and see if they were ripe. I thought we could make some jam or something. Oh, and I'm going to pick up some flagstones. So I need to take the wheelbarrow. Blackstones? What in the hell for? Kinda stare at her grandmother, then held out an arm and sweated around their home. Constructed mostly of cloth, rope, and rubble, the old place sagged like a boxer in a final round. Grandma, a tiny cat could chew through this house. I'm going to build a stone wall so we have some protection. The old woman laughs, exposing her toothless grin to the world. Goddamn, girl! If a bunch of thieves want to ransack this old place, let them come! We got nothing more stealing anyway. I'm not worried about thieves, I'm worried about shades. We saw one west of the village yesterday. The old woman tilted her head and stared at her granddaughter. Well, shoot! I don't know why you have to do it today. We can worry about some other... Grandma, no. If I don't go to the cat factory, we won't meet tonight. You know that. A confused expression passed across the old woman's face, and for once she was a small child just lost at carnival. Yes, she said after a bit. Yes, of course, you're right. I'm sorry, kinda. Lately, seems my mind is... She didn't finish the thought, instead walking over to her nightstand and gently taking the breath of lunar tears from the drawer. The flower's petals had aged to a brilliant whiteness. I kinda thought it was more beautiful now than the day she first received it. You're gonna be a true woman soon, Grandma said as she placed the flowers on the girl's hair. So that means less chatter about shades and building defensive walls and more talk about how beautiful you've become. I know you've kinda reached out to remove the garland, but the look of her grandmother's face stopped her hand. You're a beautiful thing, said the old woman, and there ain't another like you in all the world. I'm very proud of you. Okay, Grandma, that's enough goddamn compliments for one day. Says the both of you, where did that come from? Gee, I wonder. I'll teach you, sass me, girl, yelled Grandma. Then she lurched forward and grabbed Kinda by the ears, pulling her around the room with a crazy grin on her face. Grandma! Yelled Kinda in a quacking voice. Grandma, stop it! What the hell? The woman stared at her and blinked, then slowly held her wrinkled hands out as if it was the first time she had ever seen them. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes my mind just... Kinda thought the look on her grandmother's face was the most heartbreaking thing she had ever seen. Listen, she began. Maybe I should stay home after all. No, I won't have you stay here to keep an eye on an old codger like me. You get your fruits and your wool and whatnot. I'll be fine. And when you come back, I'll have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you. Kara rolled her eyes, then kissed her grandmother on the forehead and made it ready to depart, trying desperately to ignore the worry that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. Kaine could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved down the path. Don't turn around, she told herself, but in the end the temptation was too great. She spun on her heels for one final look and saw a small bent woman standing in front of a ramshackle hut with a sad expression on her face. God, she looks so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and just carry her away. Kinda worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. What little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow, and she only found a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, as task approached, she decided to call it a day. Cursing herself for the lack of focus, Kenneth pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back down the path. As he crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed on its side, sending a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling back down the hill. Face was transfixed by a thick black cloud that hovered out just ahead. Tracing its path with a finger, Kenneth suddenly felt her stomach nodding on itself. No, oh gods, no! Her grandmother's house was ablaze, the flames licking up as if trying to touch the sky itself. Grandma? Grandma! Kenneth ran there faster than she had ever moved in her life. Once she tripped on a stone and went sprawling into the rocky ground, but she leaped to her feet and continued running, mindful of the blood that was spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer and closer, Kenneth's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. It's too dark! It's too dark, not just fire! Can't be fire, too much smoke! Gotta save her! Gotta save her! She rushed into the front yard and came to a sudden halt, her worst suspicions confirmed. The smoke from the fire was mingling with the thick, inky blackness of an enormous shade. The massive creature supported itself on 3 twisted feet and achieved balance through means of a large armored tail. Scales, horns, and claws sprouted from its body in a random chaotic pattern, giving the appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. Seeing Kaine let out a roar and flicked its tail, sending small whirlwinds spinning around the yard. For a moment the creature retreated into a shimmering inky blackness, as if her mind was unable to comprehend that such a thing could actually exist. But then the smell hit her, a bend of rotten meat and excrement, and horror became real once more. The creature bellowed again, and this time Kennedy responded with a scream of her own. Alright, you bastard! She thought as her scream echoed of the night cliffs around them. It's you or me, let's go! The shade eyed Kaine with bemused interest, then began looking from her to the house and back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction he had so blissfully wrought. With dread wielding her heart, Kaine glanced towards the house, through the smoke and flames. He saw the small figure struggling to escape the ruins. Grandma! At the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. She's alive! Thought Kaine. Alive! Kaine's legs sprang to life as she raced across the yard towards the flaming wreckage of the house. Before she could advance more than a few steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a roar powerful enough to uproot trees and send them flying. The blast sent Kaine tumbling through the air before smashing her against the rocky earth. Stars dancing from her eyes as she tried to remember how her legs worked. Get up! Get up! Get up, get up, get up, get up now! As Kaine struggled to her feet, the ship stomped towards the house and pinned her grounder to the ground with the tip of a claw. The old woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach, but she might have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, then collapsed to the ground, her energy spent. Kaine lurched to her feet only to fall back to the earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire. One or both of them were surely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. Grandma, hold on, just a little longer. Her grandmother's face was turning blue, her eyes running back until only the whites were exposed. Kaine pulled herself across the ground with maddening slowness, distance seeming to increase with every second that passed. The shade glanced between the two women, and flicked out its tongue, its giant mouth turning up at the corners. Short, panting breaths belched from somewhere deep inside its core. Okay, so the switching the two women of reasons to insane. Short panting breaths belched from somewhere deep in its core. Bastard, laughing at us! She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience emotion, but there could be no doubt the shade was taking joy in their suffering. Yeah, I see your plan. She moved his claws slightly, allowing Grandma to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive, only to snuff out her life when Kaine was close enough to touch her. I'm gonna kill this bastard! Summoning all her strength, Kaine rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap from her right ankle as the foot twisted backwards, but she forced it from her mind and began to hobble towards the monster. Pulling a small knife from the pouch of her waist, she left it on the foot that pinned her grandmother and plunged the weapon deep. Give her back! She screamed. Give her back to me! It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. Shade panted laughter again, then raised its tail and sent it brushing through the air towards the young girl that was latched to its foot. Kaine never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. As she lay on the ground with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small, weak voice spoke up. Kaine? Kaine's vision blurred, but she forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes clear enough for her to make out her grandmother's hand, reaching out to her through the smoke. Grandma? Kaine, you gotta run. You can't pass this one. Kaine grabbed the hands and held on with all her strength. Grandma, come on, we have to go! The old one coughed loudly, one of her hands slick with blood, slipped from Kaine's grasp and thumped to the ground below. Grandma, no! No! I said run! God damn it, you have to leave! You have to get through! Thought would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the shade's claw would descend, smashing through the remains of the roof and down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed from the gaps in the creature's tooth as their terrible putrid smell assaulted Kaine's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded, convinced that what she was seeing could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Her grandmother was gone. Kaine blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been in hers just a moment before. For a fleeting instant, she could remember the warmth of that embrace, the trembling of the fingers, but then the sensation drifted away on the breeze and was gone. Memories flashed through Kaine's mind, one after another, faster and faster till they became a meaningless jungle of noise. Kaine screamed then, a thunderous sound echoed off the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. The shade is forward, black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving into smoke as the ground below. The earth shook with every step as it crept towards its prey. Kaine's body slowly rose as if controlled by his mad Pupper Master. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles, her head lolled dangerously to her side, yet somehow she managed to stand. Staring at the shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire. The creature, so confident just moments before, took a slow, hesitant step backwards, trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kenne seized the moment, laughing like a mad woman. She leapt into the air, plunged the shattered hilt of her knife deep into the leg of the shade. The shade shook kinda off like a fly, sending her crashing into the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly as if great weight were resting on it. Voice sounds of pain echoed through her mind, something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? Think it is. Think I'm bleeding to death. No, can't die. Grandma told me to leave. Deep inside Kaine's mind, something finally broke. The sound, the pain, the smoke and flames, all of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation repeated over and over again. Kill it! 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 Okay, I'm not gonna say all those. Kill it now! As the spark that was Kaine slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blending into one. Distance-reaching heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer. Oh shit, are we actually going to play as Kaine fighting the thing, or is this her reviving? Oh, it's her reviving, okay. And here it comes.
The beast approaches.
Oh, I know.
Man, remember how we destroyed this fucking thing finally? Man, good memories. It's sad to think that this used to be a human. Wait, I'm controlling... Oh wait, I'm actually controlling NieR again. Okay, I thought... Huh. I thought I would be doing something within Kaine's stream while NieR fought.
Whose anger this creature must have. How did it even survive these past 5 years?
I'm not gonna let this happen again. It dies today. My sword is lighter.
It's not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike it down.
I know how I'm still using the fucking Phoenix spear. Man, the damage on this. It's kinda like a new game plus, I see. Fucking did. You piece of shit. Oi, Coiny, are you there? This is Kaine streams encounter. Oh boy, my poor throat. Gently, weakly, softly, the shade, sure that his tormentor was dead, turned and stomped off towards the horizon, stopping along the way to bellow one final roar. Couldn't kill it! Shame beyond imagining, Kaine tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded coughing out a huge cloud of blood. It was getting difficult to see, and only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize that her left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned her remaining eye to the ruins of her home. This is a ragged stump of arm resting at a few feet away. Yeah, that's mine, she thought with a mad giggle. This is gonna make a clapping a real bitch. Ha! Finally cried a sudden voice from the depths of her mind. Finally gonna die, are ya? Well, you had it coming. Oh wait, it's Demo. You're gonna die, are you? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Demo. She thought the unseen assailant. Go to hell before I pluck out your eyes and feed them to that dog. You saw her childhood terror evaporating into smoke, only to be replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you, that way you can live forever. No, stop! Don't want to live forever. I want to die right here. I see, he said quietly. Well, if that's what you want. Spectral software fluttered in and out of existence for a moment, and reduced a piece of paper and sketched quickly. After a few seconds, he turned the page to Kenny and smiled. Since you rejected my offer, I decided to draw something else. It was a picture of her grandmother, real as life. Kenny opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken at the middle. Before she could say anything, dozens of mottled-legged insects began to swarm across the image, tearing at it with sharp pincers. Stop! No! Don't hurt that picture! Kenny reached out with her remaining arm and waved futilely at the air. To her surprise, the insects fell off the picture and to the ground below, where they vanished into thin black tendrils of smoke. Man, I didn't expect Kanye to be the gore episode. Relief, Kanye turned her good eye back to the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch now saw her grandmother as she truly was, a smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. God, this feels like out of a horror game. The apothecary smiled and broke into a jolly dance. See that? He cried as he danced his jig. It's perfect now, just like you. Ha cha cha cha. Look like that? Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Drowning in despair, kind of laid her head back in the mud and smoke of her ruined house, and waited for the end to come. But just before she let everything go, an unfamiliar voice began whispering in her ear. The fuck? Ain't you got a wish, sunshine? The voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time, as if insanity had somehow found a way to take form. Kenny wanted to scream as the voice crawled on her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know, a wish, like a prayer or something. Why don't you get on your knees and start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man in the sky, save me! Save me! Ha 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 ha! Kenny finally resorted shouting at the voice in her mind. I don't make wishes, they don't come true for me. I'm a curse, a freak, should be left to die. The other voice boomed in her ears. Oh god, you are the best! Kenny glanced down and saw a black shiny substance oozing from her legs. She tried to brush it away, but the remaining arm would no longer respond. Did her gestalt, like, somehow awake? Weird. The substance slowly cratered around her feet and then began moving up towards the rest of her body. Is this death? Is this what it's like? Was my mind just losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upwards, feel the hot searing pain it left in its wake. Whatever else might be happening, she was still alive, and this was real. Come on, said the voice, let it go. I tried to ignore the voice and concentrate on the pain, but the newcomer would have none of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine. You need to give up, you need to die, so why not let me have it? Have what? Your body! Come on, give it to me! Give it to me! Or stand on the ground, feel the rain, taste the wind. Okay, no, so it's another shade then that is taking advantage of her. The voice paused as if licking its lips when it assumed it was filled with mad and nabbit joy. And I wanna take your hands and use them to choke the goddamn life out of people. I wanna tear out their throats and bathe in their blood just like before. Response kinda shifted her head and vomited. The warmth of it crept down her front and mingled with the pain of the encroaching blood ooze. Are you a shade? Yeah, maybe. What of it? So this is a sentient shade. One that still knows its humanity. The slime reached her face, crept up past her nose, and slowly oozed into the socket of her missing eye. When it touched her brain, Kenny was struck by the most powerful sensation she'd ever felt in her life. It was ecstasy. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small, whispered moan. Feels good, don't it? Asked the voice with a chuckle. Yeah, what can I say? I know how to please the ladies. Now give me that body. Come on, give me the body. I'll give you more of this feeling. It's a fair trade. Black lump began to protrude from Kenny's side, so as it grew longer and thicker, eventually taking the form of her missing arm. I can see better, she thought. My aim must be growing back too. Slime reached out to envelop the rest of her base, but she managed to brush it away. Stop! she whispered, marveling how she had regained her voice. Stop! Lacus hesitated as if considering this request, then quickly shimmered down her body before disappearing in a cloud of smoke. What the hell, Sunshine? Screamed the voice. You had a deal. I thought you wanted to die. Grandma said, can't die yet. A brief image of her grandmother, bloodied and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw the shade that had killed her and heard its mocking laughter. She closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Her whole body was quaking with rage. Then she opened her eyes again. They burned bright red. That thing took my grandmother! I have to kill it before I die! Kenny glanced out and saw a mysterious pattern. The pattern of the shades burned itself into her left arm. Well, I'll be damned, said the voice cheerfully. Look at that, Sunshine! I think you and me are gonna be good friends now. Kenny stared intently at her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more the letters seemed ready to puncture her skin and begin affecting the rest of her body. They clearly had a will of its own now. Stop! Gotta go! Holding her left hand in her right, Kenny took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. Come on, don't fight it, pleaded the voice. It's my favorite dish, and I'm hungry. Let it go, feel the anger, burn with the fire of revenge, thirst for blood, then go out there and... Shut up and get out of my body! Your body? Oh, that's rich, Sunshine, it's real rich. Look, why don't you just up and die so I can have this body all to myself? What do you say? Are those bodies of yours in the area would love to see a dead? Kenneth grabbed a nearby shard of glass and tried to solve the shade-infected portion of her side. Before she could, her darkened left arm grabbed her right wrist, crushing it. Kenneth screamed and dropped the shard at the ground. The sound of bone crashing on bone filled the air. Gahaha, stupid idiot girl. You're possessed now, Sunshine, and there ain't no going back. The voice laughed again, a loud long wail, that seemed to go on without end. Possessed? Whispered Kanye. Yeah, possessed, you and me? We got what you may call a timeshare arrangement. Remember how folks used to think you were a freak? Well, they get a load of you now. Kanye looked up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller, somehow darker. Is this because of that shade? Is that how they see the world? So listen, poured the voice. I know this whole possession thing seems a bit sudden, but it ain't all bad. There's plenty of in it for you too. A very powerful creature, Sunshine, and not all that power belongs to you. You got enemies? People you wanna kill? I can make it happen. The little fat kid who kept picking on you? That big old shade that's got your granny? We rat them out in their own assholes. No more abuse for you, Sunshine. No more pain. Wait, said Kaine. You're a shade. Why would you help me kill another shade? What, you think I'm some kind of racist? Some killing snob? I don't give a goddamn who you murder, honey pants. I just wanna drink from the well. Kaine considered this as she struggled to her feet, the power of the shade coursing through her. Smoke from her house was drifting away with her wind, as she enjoyed the way the cool evening breeze filled her new left arm. After a long pause, the voice spoke up again. So how about it? You and me? We could have some good times together. Look, I'll take care of the bloody party if you don't want. Fuck off, asshole, muttered Kaine. I'll handle the killing. Yeah, ha ha ha, screamed the boys. Look at you go! Oh, Sunshine, we're gonna have so much fun! So listen, my name's Tyran, and if you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out in this piece of meat you call a heart. Now get to it! The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sour, and I like rotten and sour. Kaine found herself nodding at the boys. Yeah, she said, yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that shade and I'm gonna strangle it with its own guts. When I'm done, I'm gonna do the same to you, Tyran. Count on it. Ha! Laughed Tyran. I've shit bigger than you, so good luck with that. Oh, and hey, one more thing. Right now, you and me are sharing this body. But if you run out of hate, you know, go soft. Then I'm gonna take over everything. So keep on killing, Sunshine, and watch your back. The voice grew fainter and gradually faded away, fading to somewhere deep inside Kaine herself. Kaine waited until she was sure the voice was gone, then waved her new left arm around a few times. It feels perfectly normal, he thought. It feels like mine. Slowly she began poking and prodding at the new limb, determined to find something wrong with it. She wanted it to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside her had already won. I am not a shade. I am Kaine. Reading this mantra in her mind, she slowly began digging through the rubble of her house, being careful to ignore a certain red stain spot in the corner. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of hard-breaking work, she found what she was looking for. It was the wreath of lunar tears. It would have been through hell and back, the garland spell dust were as right as ever. Kaine started to place it in her hair, then slowly lowered her breath and stared at it. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm so sorry. I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I possessed, corrupted, a freak. This time I don't think there's any going back. Holding the flowers into her heart, Kaine fell to the ground and sobbed. As night gradually lightened to dawn and the people of the area rose to their daily lives, she remained in that position, as if tears could somehow wash away the horror that now infected her world. Oh!
Stay alive. Stay alive.
Grandma.
Kaine, you gotta live. You gotta come back to us.
Hello.
Oh, hey. Emil, you were the one calling me, weren't you?
You still recognize me?
Of course. I knew you right away.
Thank you, Kaine.
Welcome back, Kaine.
Wow, you grew up. So, how long has it been?
5 years.
Look, I'm a big boy.
Shit. That's a long time. Any luck with Yona?
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
By the way, this is for you.
Is that a lunar tear?
It's not as good as your grandmother's, but I tried.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. Thank you.
Yay! Happy.
Kaine waking from her long petrified sleep. Emil's unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one, and we let it wash over us like rain. That is, until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all.
Ruin it all.
Are you kidding me? You can't be serious!
Please try to understand. People are tired and scared, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
This is crap, and you know it!
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand. I mean, look at me. As long as you're still with us, I can deal with it. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
But
We'll see you later.
Sorry about this.
Oh, my throat. Oh, free from this.
What is the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside. I never thought about that until just now. Never even occurred to me. Damn it.
We should turn in.
Oh.
Didn't get much sleep that night.
Also, I thought this was going to be playing as Kaine, but there's a lot of NieR content.
For the first time in my life, I doubted Popola. But those feelings are pointless in the end. They said and did what they did for the sake of the village.
Uh-huh.
To protect it from the horror of the Shades.
Uh-huh. Oh, man.
Really, how can I blame Devila and Popola? In the end, I'm just as bad. Because
because I never once stopped to think about Kaine and Emil's situation myself.
Good. Oh, now we are in their perspective. Oh, wait, this... Okay, no, it's NieR, but this is a new
I
cutscene.
should apologize to Kaine and Emil, but what good would that even do?
I got a fire going.
Wait, is that...
Campfire? I'm so happy to get to talk to you again.
Oh,
Kaine.
look at the cuties.
Yeah, me too.
I tried everything I could think of to save you, you know. I polished you with a special cloth. I poured warm water over you.
Wait, you poured water on me?
Yeah, but it didn't really do much except make you all shiny.
Hey, Emil. Thanks for saving me.
I guess you noticed how I look different now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Emil. I'm sorry for all of it.
Well, I mean, this new form isn't all bad, you know? At least I can look at you when we talk, right? Hey, so why don't you tell me something about yourself?
I'm not very interesting. Sorry.
Says the walking berserker lingerie lady.
Come on, I just want to know you better. Please?
Fine. This all happened when I was a kid. Before the whole shade possession thing. My body is... different. And when the villagers found out about it, they started treating me like a freak. But one person, my grandmother, accepted me just as I was. No matter how bad things got. She gave me the strength to keep going.
This makes me realize how little cutscenes of people just talking we've had.
She's really special to you, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, hey! That gives me an idea. Since we cured your petrification, we should start looking for a way to cure your possession in my body. I know we can do it if we all work together. Heck, it'll probably be super easy.
Let me guess. More warm water?
Okay, can we just forget I told you about that?
Nerds. Path to the NieR. Oh.
Sleep well?
Sure.
And yet your red eyes tell a different tale. Don't be so hard on yourself, lad.
I need to go see Devila and Popola.
Very well.
Ah, so we are still controlling NieR, but a lot of the stuff is... But a lot of the cutscenes play from Kaine's perspective. Okay then. Weird.
Of course.
Okay, before we continue with that, I'm gonna save and I'm gonna check out the diary. See how it is and if it's going to take a long time or not as much. Ugh.
What might that be?
It's Mom's diary.
I've not heard you speak much about your mother.
She got the black scrawl and died when I was little.
My apologies for bringing it up.
It's all right. I can barely remember her face anymore. This is the only thing I have left of her. Reading it helps remind me of when we were still a family.
I see.
But the final entries get a little strange.
In what way?
Well, here, take a look.
Oh boy, let's see. Saving. Oh.
Say there, can you not hear me?
Tough. Oh hey. We're playing.
Why are you standing about like a slack-jawed ninny?
Sorry. Felt like I was dreaming or something.
Sleeping on one's feet is quite the talent indeed. Come now, there's the door.
Right. Let's go.
So we're playing as Papa NieR now. Man, they gave him quite the glow up. The OG protagonist of the NieR series. Leave this area? No. Okay, so that's to leave. So we are playing as Papa NieR here, who apparently... Okay, so Papa NieR apparently was also with Vice. Interesting. Makes me wonder then if... Makes me wonder a few things then. You will be unable to save until the battle is over. Okay. Understood. In that case, I'll leave the diary for next week. Because it's kinda late.
Word.
Something wrong?
I feel as if I've just awoken from a most unpleasant dream.
I know what you mean. That happens to me whenever I read it.
So when they read the last entries, they basically like enter into a dream that allows them to see Papa NieR, who apparently was with Vice too. Makes me wonder then, because in NieR Gestalt there is no like both Papa NieR and son and child NieR. There's only one or the other. And they both live mostly the same adventure. But in here it seems like they both went on their own separate adventure. Interesting. Okay, but with this I'm gonna leave it here for next time. Because this is probably going to be quite dense. Oh. Okay, let me see real quick. There we go. So, thank you all for being here today. It was an absolute joy, especially to have you here, Specky. Yeah, hope you enjoyed another session of me destroying my throat. Man, I don't know why, but narrating in NieR specifically just leaves me completely destroyed. Huh? What are you asking, Spike? Oh hey, the chat is working again. Weird. Yeah, it's been very nice having you here. Always. Hehehe. But yeah, I'm so glad to have you all here, and I hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time for No More Heroes, or Phoenix Wright, or the next episode of NieR, whatever you guys prefer to watch. And I hope all of you have a wonderful morning, evening, night, or whatever. And I'll see you later. Bye! Wait.